welcome back to another reading. And if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Astra. I am an intuitive tarot reader and I do tarot readings here on my channel. Today I am going to be doing a reading for Abhishek and Ashnoor. I am so sorry if I'm somehow saying their names wrong, but I've gotten so many requests to do a reading on these two, and I actually put a poll on my channel for the most people you want to see from Big Boss 19, I believe the season number is. There's so many seasons, it's hard to keep track. I only know from you guys. And it was the most voted. So today I'm doing the reading on these two. It's my first time doing a reading on them, so I will be getting to know them as well while doing this reading, all right? And a lot of you guys I know are Indian viewers, and a lot of times I do get requested to do the readings in Hindi, but I actually am not Indian, so I am not able to do those readings in Hindi. But I wanted to let you guys know in case you guys would like subtitles, or you would like the reading in Hindi. I do have subtitles available where you can pick for them to be translated in Hindi, or there is a really nice thing that YouTube just did, which can make the reading dubbed in a different language, so my voice would turn into a different language. So if you guys would like the reading in another language or in Hindi, those options are available. But other than that, let's get started into the reading on these two and see what their bond is like. So since it's my first time doing a reading on them, I'd like to get to know them better. And so I'm gonna be picking a overall check of how their bond is, how their dynamic is. So let's see. How is the bond between Abhishek and Ashnoor? How is the bond between Abhishek and Ashnoor? Interesting. I'm just gonna get a few more cards over here. How is the bond between Ashnoor and Abhishek? How is the bond between Ashnoor and Abhishek? Regeneration. Nice. All right, you guys. So when it comes to Abhishek and Ashnoor, I do see that maybe right now there is a lot going on when it comes to their current energies. I do feel like there is a lot of tension, maybe stress, maybe fears going on. But I'm gonna get into those at the end and when I get to their energies separately towards each other. But when it comes to their bond and how they bond, overall, I do see that their bond is very bright. I do feel like maybe one of them can be very bright, very playful, or overall their bond can be giving off this really playful, nice energy bond. I feel like that they have a lot of fun together. They are able to smile a lot together, and they really enjoy sitting and spending time together. I feel like that they also can be good listeners. Like, they just sit down and listen to each other and hear the other one say their problems, and they are there for each other. So I feel like definitely there is mending, there is good vibes when it comes to their bond. They're able to have fun and be there for each other, okay? And I do feel like that they definitely are the type of people that are there for each other in difficult times, and I feel like maybe they can also be each other's comfort people in the house. All right. But I do see that there is a lot of things going on in their mind currently, which I will be getting more into. What could those things be? But definitely I feel like things have been maybe a bit difficult for them. Maybe a lot of things have been going on, or there has been some sort of topics that do come in that sort of have been stressing one of them or both of them out. And I feel like they both do value their bond. They do want their bond to stay the good way that it is. And I feel like, in fact, they do want each other to grow, and they do want themselves to grow as well. Definitely, I feel like they hope the best for each other's growth. But definitely at the same time, I feel like it can be a bit difficult, trying to manage certain things, or maybe certain things being said. So I feel like their focus can be a bit scattered at different places sometimes. They don't know how to deal with certain things, but they're trying to, regenerate and do well. Something I'm also feeling is, one of them, there is maybe something that recently came up. One of them feels like they regenerated from the volcano. Maybe there is a certain topic that has been heavy on this person's life, something that heartbroken this person's life, and they feel like that they learned to come out and grow out of this heartbreak. But I feel like maybe something related to this heartbreak has sort of been brought again, or maybe discussed, or something like that. I'm not sure exactly who this relates to, Abhishek or Ashnoor, but I will get more into that. But yes, definitely someone feels like they have tried so hard to get over something, and then this something gets discussed, or gets brought to the topic. All right. So now that I sort of have a little idea of their bond, I am able to sort of know them a bit better. So right now I'm gonna get to their energies separately towards each other. So first, I want to get into Abhishek. What is Abhishek's current energy towards Ashnoor? What is Abhishek's current energy towards Ashnoor? All right. All right, you guys. So when it comes to Abhishek, definitely there is a different vibe over here, right? When I checked how he does feel or think towards Ashnoor, I do feel like that he definitely does feel a lot of energy, does feel a lot of passion when it comes to her. Definitely, she does bring him some light. She brings him some passion. She brings him playful energy. He is able to vibe and have fun with her, and maybe she brings out a different side of him. And I feel like he definitely has grown a soft spot for her. There is almost like this fire inside of him, this spark that keeps growing and growing for her. And I feel like over time he has learned to know about this spark and has come to realize it. Okay, so definitely he does have a realization of this sort of liking and spark that he does have for Ashnoor. I do feel like there is a lot of things that he does want to say, maybe a lot of things that he does want to open up to her. But there is a lot inside of him that is sort of tying him up from being very open, maybe about the way that he feels. I feel like definitely he feels tied from a lot of different things. And so he's almost like pulled between his heart, and the way that his heart wants to take him, and the way that his mind is taking him. All right, he does feel something real for her. I'm definitely seeing a lot of passion that he does feel. So he definitely feels something real for her, but he's not sure how to move forward. He definitely thinks about, how things could go and how things can move forward in the future, but he's not sure how to move forward, or what him moving in a certain way could move long term. Like, would she accept, what would she say, all of that. So he's definitely overthinking a bit about the possibilities of what could happen. And so he's definitely processing strong emotions that he has. And like I said, I feel like maybe at times he tried to not admit what he was feeling, but I feel like definitely right now he is realizing things that he didn't admit to himself before, or maybe certain things that he feels like he hasn't felt before. All right. Okay, guys. And I feel like he definitely does have big protectiveness towards her. He's almost like this strong man that's almost comes in a lying form when it comes to her. Like, you see how this man is almost like, this man is muscular, strong, and is ready to stand in front of danger. It almost feels like he is that way with her. Like, if someone approaches her, he can stand like a lion and feel and be like, do not say this to her, do not touch her. I feel like definitely he does have like this strong protective energy when it comes to Ashnoor. Okay. And so definitely he's thinking about possibilities when it comes to the two of them, but he doesn't know how to, deal or what to do, what is the next step. Sometimes he sits between himself and just thinks about it, like, what should I do? So I feel like definitely he's in like this pause or reflection yet, and I feel like there is a sense of him like not really rushing at the moment. Like, he's definitely in this moment of thinking, reflecting, thinking what can happen. So I don't feel like he's really rushing into anything at the moment, alright? But let me see anything else that Abhishek feels towards Ashnoor. What does Abhishek feels towards Ashnoor? Yep, he really values her, you guys. Interesting. Okay, you guys, so definitely, like I said, you guys, there he really values her, and he does want something to build between the two of them, but he feels like he needs more strength. He needs to maybe wait for the right moment. He definitely is thinking about, the future when it comes to the two of them, okay? And the future means a lot to him, and so definitely he's thinking a lot about that. I feel like he feels like there is this sneaky person, or this person that he's sort of scared that can mess things up between him and Ashnoor. I'm not sure if this person is inside the house or on the outside, maybe. But I do see that he feels like there is like this third person, this person that is trying to do sneaky things and trying to sort of bring things up, or maybe say things that, could maybe be in between him and Ashnoor. And so I feel like he feels really tired. He feels very tired when it comes to that, and feels unbalanced. Like, it sort of makes him feel uneasy that, oh my god, what if this person tries to ruin between us, or maybe something is said about me that would ruin things between us. Like, I feel like he does have fear of, someone trying to come in between them, or something being said that comes in between them. So definitely, he has fears, I feel, when it comes to things coming in between the two of them. And so I feel like definitely he can be in his head a lot. He can overthink sometimes, and I feel like he's not quite ready to act impulsively when it comes to her. I feel like he definitely wants to take each step after a lot of thinking. All right. And so he definitely has certain values, maybe certain opinions about commitment, and if he wants to do something, he wants to do it the right way and at the right time. All right. But he does see Ashnoor as someone serious. He does see her as someone that deserves respect and deserves something long term. Like, he doesn't see her as someone he can play with. He knows that, she's definitely this type of girl that deserves something serious, and he doesn't really want to mess around until like he's ready, what I mean? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that is sort of weighing on his head, but he definitely does value her. All right, you guys. Now I'm gonna check for Ashnoor. What is Ashnoor's current energy or feelings towards Abhishek? What is Ashnoor's current energy or feelings when it comes to Abhishek at the moment? Wow, you guys. It's so interesting how they both are thinking about certain things and how both of them do have their own vibes when it comes to this situation. All right. So, first of all, I do feel like Ashnoor is this type of composed, mature woman. She's smart. She knows what she wants. She has a good heart, and I feel like that she is nurturing at the same time. I feel like she can be caring for him, she can be there for him, but she definitely has this sensibility and maturity in her. And I feel like Abhishek does see her this way too, probably. Um, and I do see that when it comes to Abhishek, he is definitely someone that makes her feel happy, that she feels very comfortable around. But I feel like there is a sense of her overthinking as well. I feel like she's overthinking a lot because, like I mentioned, I feel like Ashnoor is pretty mature, and I feel like sometimes she can be practical when it comes to certain things. And so when it comes to Abhishek, I do feel like she definitely does have a soft spot for him, and I am gonna go further, but I feel like there is a sense of her wanting to protect herself. Like I feel like at times she can have expectations from Abhishek. Like maybe because he has become maybe someone close to her, at times she builds expectations that I expect him to do this for me, or I want him to do this for me. And sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And I feel like sometimes she gets a little hurt. And so I feel like deep inside, she does sort of want things to move forward between them. Maybe she does want Abhishek to move forward. But at the same time, she feels hanged up because there's a lot of questions in her head. I feel like she's definitely evaluating Abhishek. Definitely she's keeping an eye on him, having like analyzing certain things, and sometimes she feels hanged up because deep inside she does want to move forward with him, or she does want him to maybe open up to her more, or maybe say how he feels, because she definitely cares for him. I feel like she also can be a bit possessive for him as well, okay? But she likes him but has fears, and so she sort of is trying to not really get ahead of herself, and so sometimes maybe she can be in a certain way that maybe shuts things down, or maybe can seem a bit not interested at times if she shows that way. But I feel like it's because she tries to not really put herself way too much out there or be in her bubble instead of getting her. Like she would rather be in her own space, her own bubble, and not get hurt, okay? So she's trying her best to not really put her expectations high or hope for much. I feel like she also, when it comes to her career, she definitely does have a career independence, career success that she wants for it to happen. She definitely has a lot of high hopes for herself, and um she definitely sometimes feels like, okay, maybe I should focus more on myself and not really let myself get too attached. But I feel like definitely she has built a soft spot for him, okay? So let me see, anything else for Ashnoor? Anything else? What is Ashnoor's current energy towards Abhishek? Oh, that flew. Yeah, the High Priestess coming again, and as well as the Six of Wands. Oh, wow, okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys, definitely she feels really happy when she's around him, and definitely she does have a liking towards him, you guys. But like I said, there's a lot of questions that are in her head, alright? Alright, guys, so definitely she does have a lot of questions, but at the same time, I feel like she, with the best that she can, is trying to stay focused and stay grounded and not really rush or have a lot of expectations for anything. Like, she definitely cares about him, but at the same time, she doesn't want to get disappointed or get hurt if she puts her expectations way too high. And you guys, I am seeing a very, very clear third party over here. All right. With this third party, I do feel like there is a third person coming in over here, and I think I also got this when I checked for Abhishek. I feel like there is definitely a third person that maybe doesn't want Abhishek and Ashnoor to come together. Maybe Ashnoor is worried about this person coming in between them, or Abhishek maybe getting involved with this third person. Like I said, I feel like she does maybe have a little bit of possessiveness, or feeling that she bonded so well for him. Maybe she's scared that maybe he will bond, maybe someone else will do something or pull him towards him or whatever. Okay. And I feel like there is a third person that is maybe coming in the picture right now, that is sort of making things a bit shaky. And so I feel like Ashnoor is sort of taking a burden when it comes to her Abhishek regarding this person, okay? And you guys, I feel like there is a big connection of the past over here, okay? I feel like Ashnoor does probably have fears because maybe she dealt with something in the past, maybe when it comes to love or relationships, and so she is careful here because she doesn't want to get hurt. And I feel like Abhishek also, there is something in the past that I think I picked in the beginning of the reading, that maybe something that he got heartbroken with in the past, that maybe something that he thought would work long term and it didn't. And so I feel like they both have their fears, and so they both are sort of not rushing into anything. And with Ashnoor, she's definitely trying to think logically. She's trying to analyze things. She's trying to analyze Abhishek and make sense of her emotions at the same time. But she also wants truth and wants closure from Abhishek. Like, she sort of does want him to speak up. She does want him to open up, because she does feel something in between them, but she wants him to take the first step. All right. But she doesn't want to act impulsively or anything like that as well, okay? She's definitely hiding certain feelings that she has right now because she doesn't want to get hurt, okay? But yeah, guys, that's what I'm picking for Abhishek and Ashnoor. Last thing, I'm gonna get some hidden truths for them. So if you guys are new here, hidden truths are cards that sort of do say what they both hide from each other, but they do want to tell or have inside them. So let's see, for Abhishek, what is Abhishek's hidden truth towards Ashnoor? What is Abhishek's hidden truth towards Ashnoor? What is Abhishek's hidden truth towards Ashnoor? I can't stop thinking about you. You were the best thing in my life. One more card for Abhishek towards Ashnoor. Okay. I'm afraid to contact you. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get into Ashnoor, but it's so interesting here how these cards again do match what I said in the previous pulls that I just did. So definitely he cares a lot about Ashnoor, and like I said, remember when I told you guys sometimes he can overthink, and I feel like he isn't in this phase of reflection. Sometimes he just sits down and thinks about what he should do. So he feels that he cannot stop thinking about her. There's a lot of times that he thinks that, okay, what should I do? What is next for us? What is that? So even if they are in the same house, I feel like he has a lot of thoughts about her and what he should do next, or what he should do for them, okay? Because like I said, you guys, he doesn't want to rush into anything, and at the same time he does feel like Ashnoor is something very good in his life right now. Like I said, she brings him happiness, she makes him feel this fun, playful energy. He feels really good around her, so he does feel like she's a really great thing that happened to him right now. But he is afraid to speak up. He is afraid to maybe open up, to say the way that he feels. Because like I said, I feel like there is certain fears that he has maybe from the past and all of that. So definitely he does have fear to speak up to her. All right. Now when it comes to Ashnoor, what is Ashnoor's hidden truth towards Abhishek? I wonder if you're happy without me. Interesting. What is Ashnoor's hidden truth towards Abhishek? I'm so attached to you, and you and I were too young. Okay. Sorry guys, I got 4 for her. They just want to come out. So for Ashnoor, you guys, like I said, I feel like sometimes she can feel a bit possessive, or you know, she feels that she has gotten close to him and he has become someone close to her. So sometimes, she wonders if, he would get close to someone else, or he would happy getting close to someone else, or maybe she sees him with someone else, like talking with someone else, and she was like, oh, he's happy without me, and or I'm the happiest when I'm sitting with him. And so I feel like sometimes maybe she gets a bit possessive with seeing him talking or with someone else, and she does feel like she is attached to him. Like I said, you guys, she feels like he has become someone close to her. All right. And my life as together as it seems, I feel like Noor, maybe sometimes I feel like Noor maybe is going through something right now, or maybe a lot of thoughts have come to her head. I feel like sometimes she can feel pretty down or stuff like that. I don't know if she is showing that to you guys or not, but I feel like sometimes she's not as together as it seems, or maybe she can be smiling or laughing, or she can be down in the inside. I feel like maybe there is emotions, or maybe she can maybe miss home, or miss parents, or miss family. And so I feel like sometimes, she can try to be together, she can try to be strong, but she's not as strong as maybe she tries to show herself. Okay, and maybe she feels like one of them is too young or has a lot of experiences, maybe her, maybe Abhishek. I'm not sure exactly their ages, but she feels like one of them is maybe too young, or like I'm hearing, I'm too young, I have a lot of ahead of me, I need to focus on all of these things that I have ahead of me. Okay, and I'm feeling it can be her. Maybe she is the one that is feeling that she is still young, she has a lot of things ahead of her. Okay, so I feel like she feels like she has gotten attached again, and so she feels that she sort of needs to tone herself down and not really put too much expectations. She feels like she has a lot ahead of her, and so she doesn't really want to get way too heartbroken. She's trying to protect herself at the same time. Okay, guys, but that's picking for Abhishek and Ashnoor. I really hope you guys like this reading. I tried to give as much information as I got, and I really hope you guys enjoyed and that this reading gave you guys clarity. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you guys like this reading. And if you guys would like any other Big Boss contestants, please let me down know in the comments below. And I also do have this membership where you guys can get involved in the monthly Q&A, where my members get to ask questions. So if you guys would like to ask any questions about any other celebrities or Big Boss members, or even Ashnoor or Abhishek, feel free to check out the link in the description below for the membership. But other than that, thank you guys so much, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye.